Dear students, welcome to my YouTube channel Dr. Mohan Learn. Today I am going to discuss regarding the second chapter in the SLC, that is acid, bases and salt. So this is a very important concept. Why? Because the acid, bases and salt concept, it helps you during your PU course also. So now what are acids? Let us see. The acids are the substances that furnish H plus ions in aqueous solution. What do you mean by that? When you do the hydrolysis process of an acid, acid yields the protons, okay, on hydrolysis. That's why they are the source of H plus ions, we say. So they will give you H plus ions on aqueous solution. So the second point is the acids are sour in taste. Okay, their taste is sour. Okay, so they are sour in taste. Second point. Third point, they turn blue litmus into red color. If you dip the blue litmus paper in the acidic solution, they turn the blue litmus paper into red color. So that is the meaning of this sentence. If you go to the fourth point, if in an aqueous solution, concentration of an acid is low, okay? If the concentration of the acid is low, it is called a dilute acid, okay? When you add more and more water, the water, it will be more in the volume, whereas the concentration of the acid, it will be less. That's why it is called as a dilute acid, okay? And if the concentration of an acid is high, okay, whenever you take a less water and add more acid, it is called as a concentrated solution. So that is the meaning of the fourth point. If you go to the fifth point, those acids which dissociates into ions completely are called as strong acids. Okay, so this is a very important concept because the strong acids, they will dissociate the H plus ions completely in an aqueous solution. So that's why they are called as strong acids. If you take sulfuric acid, H2SO4, HCl, hydrochloric acid, HNO3, nitric acid, they are some of the examples for the strong acids. If you go for the next point, those acids which do not dissociate into ions completely are called as weak acids. Some acids will not dissociate into ions completely in an aqueous solution. They are called as weak acids. Example is citric acid, acetic acid. They are some examples for weak acids. Next, if you go for into a bases, okay, so the bases are those chemicals, okay, which are bitter in taste, soapy in touch, okay. So when you taste them, they will having a bitter taste, and when you touch them, it will be soapy in nature. So these are the characteristics of the bases. Next comes to, they turn the red litmus paper into blue color, okay. So they will turn the red litmus paper into blue color. So third point is they give the OH minus ions in an aqueous solution, okay. They will release us OH minus ions in an aqueous solution. So that is the next point which comes under the bases. After that, the bases, okay, which ionize completely to furnish OH minus ions are called as strong bases. Okay, the bases, they will liberate OH minus ions, that is hydroxyl ions. As you have seen in the acids, they liberate only H plus ions. In the bases, they liberate the OH minus ions. Okay, example is KOH, potassium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, NaOH, etc. They comes under the bases. Okay, the next point is the bases which ionizes only partially, okay, are called as weak bases. Some of the bases, they ionizes OH minus ions partially, they are called as weak bases. Okay, example is magnesium hydroxide, cupric hydroxide, etc. They are the weak bases, we can say. Then the next concept in this chapter is very important, that is the indicators. Okay, what are indicators? Let us see. Okay, indicators are those substances which change their color, okay, or smell in the different types of substances. Okay, so what is that? Let us see. First one is acidic solution. Okay, what it is? It is a acidic solution. So acidic solution, okay, this they turn the red litmus, okay, the no change in the color, it will appear, okay. But in the blue litmus paper, the acidic solutions, they turn the blue litmus paper into red color. That is the second, the very important characteristic. So whenever you add a phenolphthalein indicator, okay, the acidic solution, no change in the color, it will takes place. But when you add a methyl orange to the acidic solution, it turns the orange color into a red color, which is a characteristic, the point which comes under the acidic solution. Okay. Similarly, if you take a basic solution, so actually the basic solution, they will turn the red litmus paper color into a blue color, okay, whereas there is no change in the color whenever it is treated with the blue litmus, okay. When you treat the basic solution with phenolphthalein indicator, it turns into pink color, but when you treat the basic solutions with the methyl orange, it turns the orange to yellow color. So that is the characteristics of the indicators in the case of both acidic solution and basic solution. So there are some substances which whose odor changes in acidic or basic media. These are called as olfactory indicators, okay, and example is vanilla and the clove. So these are the some important concepts which comes under the acid, bases and salts.